What's going on, guys? How are we doing? I got another video for you today. Trying to keep this schedule going as best as I can for these videos. But today's video is, what is the better route to go for right now between Jabba and farming him up or going for the Profundity? It's a new ship in the game coming out hopefully soon. I'm not sure on the timeline, but it's going to be pretty close in the same time as Jabba. Right now, I want to say we both, for both those characters or those units, we have the Jabba set 2 and we have, I think, the Profundity set 2 out for like what we need to get and farmed up for him. I think it's out of 4, 2 out of 4, right? So I'm sure there's about another 2, 3, maybe 4 more months until they're both released. Who knows? But just based off of like, without even knowing their kits, these are my initial thoughts on like which ones that I would recommend to go for and what I'm probably going to do myself. So Jabba, he needs quite a few marquees. I guess not quite a few, maybe just really 2. Being, I guess it's not 2 out of 4. There's only 3 out of 3. There we go, right there. But there's only 2 marquees. One is the new Skiff Guard Lando, which is pretty cool. I like his kit a lot. And then there's also Chrysanthemum. I guess now just looking at it, you do need the Outrider. That's the new ship. I think, is that, let me see here. Okay, that is Dash. I was gonna say Karth. That's Dash though. So you need Dash, and actually, the Outrider is needed not only for this guy but also for the Profundity. So that is not the worst thing in the world. But between these guys, you know, Jabba and Profundity, one's a GL, one's gonna be a new ship GL, kind of. I guess you can say, kind of like the Executor was. So without even knowing their kits, I'm assuming that like Jabba's going to be more of a support. He's not going to do much damage. He's going to be just feeding crazy cool buffs, whatever, to some of these Hutt cartel guys. But, you know, the biggest thing here is those marquees. So that's that for these guys. You know, you have some of those couple marquees that are newer, and needing already relics for those guys is not the biggest thing in the world. I don't have it pulled up, but kind of going off of the Profundity, you need some of those more Rogue One units. And the only one that you need kind of Relic 9 is, I mean, so far is this guy right here. What's his name? Admiral Radis. And he's already farmable, so it's actually not the worst thing. And I think we actually already know all of the requirements, I want to say, now I'm thinking about it, for the Profundity. So you need like a lot of Rogue Ones. He's probably the hardest one, I'd say. But you need, I think it's like Cassian, I think it's like Jin and a few other guys with some more ships and whatnot. It's not crazy, but I definitely think the relics are going to be a little bit more hard to come by there. But the biggest thing I would say is just purely based off of, you know, one being a ship, one being a GL. And also with the whole Datacron stuff going on in the game right now, I still think it's more smart and it'll benefit you more greatly if you go and focus more so on the ship and the fleet aspect. Right now with ships, it's kind of in a decent spot, I'd say. It's not my favorite spot. I think there's a lot of work that they can still do in creating more different off-meta counters and whatnot to some of these executors and maybe some, I don't know. I've been struggling actually lately with Empire fleets, so maybe some different stuff there. But like, I think going for another fleet would be a big thing to have in your back pocket in both modes, TW and also in GAC. So like Rogue One, there's a couple ships here. We're gonna get that new Profundity though, and they are definitely all about rebels. So I think that you need, what is it, Ghost and Phantom. Some other guys 7-star, not hard at all. I mean, I'm 8.5 million. I've been playing since day 1, so like I have most of these things already 7-star. But I still need the Outrider, and I also need Admiral Radis 7-star. But I can actually already farm them right now, so the farm's not going to take the longest in the world, as opposed to like the Inquisitors. But Rebels already are a great faction with the Home 1, so you're gonna still have that main Rebel Home 1 with Hans Falcon as a team, and then Profundity will be adding in another additional team that is supposed to be as good, if not better, than the Executor, which is already, just based off of those facts alone, is, in my opinion, reason enough to go for them without even seeing Jabba the Hutt's kit. I mean, It's just the way to go, guys. I think it benefits not only your guild more in territory wars, but it's going to benefit yourself more in GAC and obtaining more of those crystals. Thinking about fleet defenses, you have to set 3 and you have to fight 3. So 6 in total. If you have rebels, that's great. So that's like 1. That's for me and how I play my GACs. I have for offenses, I have quite a bit actually. I have my negotiator, my malevolence, my finalizer, and then I have the rebels, the home 1 fleet. So I set executor, empire, and then a resistance team on defense with what's her name, Holdo with Radis. So it's not the best defenses, but I like to make sure I one-shot everything on the offenses, and then setting the executor, which is probably the best fleet in the game right now, and hoping that it can stop some banners, or maybe they lose a battle, they have to 2-shot, right? So just based off of just these 2 characters or these 2 units, Profundity or Jabba, I just think hands down there should not be a question about going for this new Profundity, guys. It is just going to change your game. It's gonna uplift your performance so much. It's gonna be the biggest investment going forward in the next 3, 4, 5 months for you. I can't say the same about like the Inquisitor faction, because like I'm still farming them up right now. They're not bad. I just feel like in terms of the effort I have to put in with they're all being marquee units, I just don't feel like I'm getting right off the bat the initial impact I want it to be, kind of like how I will be getting it for going to the Profundity farm, right? So, it is what it is with GLs right now. GLs are GLs. Like, yes, you want to have them all. Yes, they are important for you and your guild in those modes. But between, for the upcoming ones we're getting, I just think there is more need for fleets right now than there are for new GLs. So, like, Datacron talk yet again, going kind of back to what I was talking about earlier. Like, there's going to be, I can almost assure you, I mean, there's already some off-meta or off-GL, non-GL counters to GLs with data discs. One of the big ones right now, and the more fun ones, is actually Beskar Mando's level 9 Datacron. That does some major damage based off of his Whistling Bird count. So that one's awesome. There's also other ones, like, in this second set with JKO. So maybe some CLSs. A lot of damage there. And with new ones coming and going, we're going to probably get some new off-meta non-GL counters, right? So it's definitely going to be a thing. And that's another reason why, on top of, there's not a big need to get Jabba right now, why you shouldn't worry about having to get him, even if you fight somebody that has Jabba as well. Or maybe that you don't have Jabba, but they have Jabba and you have to fight him. I wouldn't worry about it too much, guys. I think you'll be just fine, especially with Datacrons. Datacrons just have changed the game so much, and there's so many cool things you can do with them. But there's also a lot of annoying things that come along with them if you have to fight them on defenses. So, yeah, I just think between, you're straight up between, Jabba and Profundity, there shouldn't be any hesitation to not go for the Profundity. Yeah, you have to go drop some big relics, but at the end of the day, you're going to be getting a team for Radis himself. Let me go show it, the team with Radis in GAC and even TW, right? But you're also getting a pretty awesome fleet in ships for the Territory War and GAC as well. So Radis, his team is a great like sub-faction Rogue One team. It's pretty annoying, actually. I had to fight it in GAC not too long ago. Not the cleanest of banners, which I was kind of surprised by, but it actually held up pretty well. I one-shot it, but just didn't get clean banners. If you're getting that team, you can use it for offense or defense. It's pretty strong as well. And you're also getting another fleet on top of it. So, I mean, I just think it's easier. Plus, you're getting more bang for your buck that way as well. As opposed to Jabba, which I'm sure he's going to be sweet. And we don't know the whole picture, the full story with, like, what else he requires for, his other requirements. Like, maybe they come out with a sweet new Leia, or, I don't know, Bib Fortuna. Who knows? I mean, there's just some stuff we don't know. Like, they can drop whatever they want on us. and it could just elevate him just that much more so. But just based off of the initial looks of things, I just don't see why you would want to just go all out on Jabba, you know? But I mean, some of these guys look sweet. Chrysanthemum's a cool character. Lando, the new one we just got, is sweet. But then also, I mean, not even mention this one, but like the other requirements are just, I mean, not a new, but like you have to have a different Tusken at Relic 4. That's not cool. The Jawa at Relic 3, that sucks. I mean, Greedo sucks. Gamorrean Guard's not very good. So like already based off of the requirements as compared to the Profundity, I just feel like they're already better. Who knows? Maybe the third set's just awesome and we get some sweet new characters that we need as well. But that is not really happened yet, so I can't quite say that. Anyways, guys, I think, you know, Fleet is going to still remain very strong in the game. I've probably lost more rounds in GAC and even my guild in Territory Wars based off of Fleet than just the ground and like just characters and counters that way. Fleet will remain very strong, and I don't think it's going away anytime soon, so that's kind of why I'm more focused and more directed towards that path. If you guys have any difference in opinions or you feel like Jabba's the way to go, maybe you agree with me, let me know down below in the comments. I would love to read them. But that's about it for today, guys. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I will see you later. Peace out, and have a good one. Bye, guys.